All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another sponsor review. And today we have Vanywhere. I met these guys out in New York. The company is actually based out of Israel, Tel Aviv, and awesome crew there. I met the co-founder of this company while out in New York, and let me tell you guys, very impressed. The co-founders have marketing backgrounds. They ran a very large marketing company in Tel Aviv, and they've been working on this startup for about 2 years now. They're not new to this. The app is actually already available in the Apple Store. So I want you guys to, after watching this video, if you like what you see, download the app and, you know, play around with it. I think it's a very unique and new way to interact with individuals when you need services rendered. Kind of think of them as a Fiverr on the blockchain with video though. So it's a pretty neat angle to their business model, and we'll look at the different verticals that they're actively involved in right now. One last thing I want to say before we get into everything: this company is actually running on not Ethereum but QTUM. We'll talk about QTUM. Many of you know about this blockchain, and I consider QTUM one of those blockchain 3.0 type of platforms. Very high transactions per second, scalable, a type of blockchain that is fit for real world applications. So we're going to look at all of this, people. And they also just made an announcement. One of the biggest digital training companies in Singapore just invested heavily in Vanywhere. So we're going to take a look at all of that. But first, I want you guys to check out this video that kind of gives you a quick overview of Vanywhere. So check it out, people.
The world is changing fast. Today, people don't have time to wait around for anything. Not for answers, not for opportunities, not for jobs. People are learning online, seeking things out, creating their own opportunities. They are pursuing their passions, and we develop the next big thing to help them.
Vanywhere is a skill-sharing platform. It connects people who are seeking and offering skills through live video, voice and chat, or offline gigs, powered by the Vany token and blockchain technology. We've been building this for 2 years and have a working product that was live and tested with real users. Let's have a look at how it works.
Say you're traveling in New York and it's starting to rain. You're looking for a place to eat but want to get away from the touristy spots. Oh, and your girlfriend is a vegetarian. So you're looking for a place with great options for her too. Simply log on to Vanywhere and check out the travel skillers. Scroll through the one in New York, then connect through live video, voice or chat. You can have a quick conversation, explain what you're looking for, and even show exactly where you are. You will get personalized recommendation for great places nearby. When you're done, the smart contract seamlessly transfers the payment from user to skiller. You can leave a tip and a review that's documented in our blockchain-based reputation.
All right, so there you have it, people. I hope that brought everything together as far as what Vanyware is doing. That example that they gave, an individual or a couple in New York looking for a nice place to eat, I think that's awesome. I know I do that all the time when I'm in other cities. I like to go places that tourists don't always go, the hidden gems in the cities. I think that was a great example. But even one better is, and I just thought about this, can you imagine, and we're going to go over this, they actually did there's a case study that Vanyware did to do tech support, and that's what I thought about. I said, man, this works so well in the tech realm when you're talking about supporting users, end users, with various issues that they may have. So if I get back over to the website, I'm going to read you guys this case study here, right here, Apple case study. Check this out, guys. In Q1 of 2017, Vanyware was live in the App Store for extensive product testing. One of the pilots we ran was providing support for Apple products and services. Every month, there are over 1 million Google searches for Apple tech support questions, such as, how can I sync my iPhone, for example. And they said here, we recruited Apple enthusiasts to be Vanyware skillers and launched an Apple support campaign which generated 26% conversion from download to action, with average call times lasting 4.5 minutes. During the course of the pilot, we became the largest live video provider of Apple tech support in the world. Check that out. That is crazy. As the paragraph stated there, 26% conversion rate from download to action. That's very high. And over 1 million Google search requests. Average phone call times lasting 4.5 minutes, people. So again, the app is available right now. If you are an Apple user, you can download that immediately. Check it out in the Apple stores. Vanywhere, just search for that and you'll be able to get on there and check it out. And if I don't know if you guys noticed initially, if in the video initially they were building this on the Ethereum platform, but as I've said over and over again, Ethereum is just not ready. I'm not saying in the future it won't be, but it's not ready to handle real world applications in a decentralized fashion. So they moved over to QTUM. And if you guys aren't familiar with QTUM, let's check them out really quickly. Their site here, very nice site. They are doing a lot of things over in Asia specifically. But QTUM here is a decentralized open source smart contract platform and value transfer protocol. QTUM uses proof of stake consensus, meaning node operators are rewarded for validating transactions. So very big project QTUM is. And actually, their market cap, if we look at that really quickly, is just right at $1 billion, and they're ranked number 19th, at least on Coin Market Cap, that is. So they're a big project, done very well since their inception. And man, I'm telling you, this is a big blockchain project here. Now, to give you guys another tidbit about Vanywhere, QTUM actually invested in Vanywhere. They invested in them, so they have a interest in Vanywhere, which is huge. So they're definitely looking to help them become very successful, because when Vanyware becomes successful, it looks good on QTUM. That's great. So let's take a look at a few of the details about Vanyware. So if you guys caught in the video that I played at the beginning, they basically organize the users into two categories. You have skillers and you have the end users. And skillers are, if you want to generalize it, it's the freelancer, it's the food expert, it's the person that's a fashion expert. So these are individuals that are vetted by Vanyware, not on their paper, their degree, the traditional way, but on their expertise and their experience in that particular category. Maybe they do have degrees in that field, but Vanyware doesn't just look at degrees. They look at work experience and a myriad of other strong suits to determine if that individual would be a perfect fit for the Vanyware platform. So the skillers here are based on people with skills, is what they say. They call them skillers. A skiller doesn't necessarily have to be an expert or professional. They just need to have a skill that they're really good at and want to share with the world. Skillers set their own price per minute for live chats or a project fee for offline gigs. Plus they can earn tips as well. So you have different types of skillers: professional skillers, influencer skillers, and everyday skillers. So it kind of breaks down those. Those are pretty self-explanatory, but what I want to show you guys is the community behind Vanyware, and they have quite a few individuals already on there. They have over 1,000 active users right now on the platform. So again, this is a working platform. The co-founder actually showed me an example when we were in New York. He whipped out the phone, dialed up a skiller. I forgot the individual's name, but I think she's pretty known in the fashion community, and called her up and bam, answered the phone, and they were talking. So it was really neat to see that. We gotta support these types of decentralized projects, because this is the wave of the future. We need to get rid of the Yelps or a Fiverr or even a freelancer. Those types of platforms have exorbitant amounts of fees, and really at the end of the day, you know, they make a whole bunch of money off of the backs of these freelancers. With Vanywhere, the skillers make most of the money, and we'll take a look at that in the white paper in a second here. But I want to show you guys the team. And the individual I met was Ite, and he's a co-founder and COO, and very, very knowledgeable individual in product management and marketing, and definitely knows what he's talking about. I had a conversation with him on the phone as well last week, just going over some of the exciting news that he had to share with me about Vanywhere, and I'll be sharing that with you guys as well. So let me show you guys the details on the token. The token is called a Veni token. Here are some details about it. So the Vanyware runs on the Smart Veni token, which adheres to the QTUM QRC20 token standard as the currency used for payment within the Vanyware ecosystem. The token has a true utility and value. In addition, the Veni token allows us to create a new business model that doesn't rely solely on commissions from our users, thereby enabling peer-to-peer transactions with a minimum commission. So each Veni token is worth about 5 cents. They have a cap of 20 million and a total supply of 800 million tokens. And the token sale date is to be announced. So I want you guys to get over to Vanywhere.com and sign up for that whitelist so you're notified when the token sale begins. This token will be one that's in high demand, especially with, you've got QTUM Foundation behind them. They've invested in them, and you've got a Singapore-based company called ShareLook that just recently acquired a decent amount of equity in Vanyware and a big chunk of their tokens. So I want to show you that article really quickly, and we'll read through that. But that's exciting news. When I heard that, I'm like, yeah, man, this is what we want to see with companies, not just a white paper, right? So it says here, Singapore-based B2B company ShareLook invests in Vanyware. ShareLook and Vanyware announced today that the owners of ShareLook have invested a significant amount in Vanyware, acquiring both equity in the company and a large quantity of Veni tokens. So here's the company here, ShareLook. And ShareLook, an innovative platform for digital training resources, works with some of the world's largest and most recognizable brands, including DHL, Boeing, and Philips, with thousands of their employees using the ShareLook platform every day. From live broadcasts to recorded training courses, ShareLook offers its clients a unique forum for increased engagement. ShareLook also offers live services with a focus on skill sharing through video, voice, and chat. These peer-to-peer services can be provided by individual skillers or leveraged by businesses of any size to create an individualized interactive customer service platform. To this end, Vanyware and ShareLook are partnering to create the Veni Academy, a platform to train Vanyware skillers in everything they need to know about being a skiller, from crafting a profile to interacting with users. Plus, with ShareLook's corporate reach, this partnership will enable the Veni Academy to train thousands of skillers around the world who in turn can use Vanyware to create decentralized service and marketing centers supporting a variety of brands. So to give you guys just I like to really see, and I really liked this about Vanyware in their white paper. They outline who their competitors are. Knowing who your competitors are is a very important attribute to have. Saying that you have no competitors is a red flag for me. So seeing that they identified their competitors makes me really feel like they have an understanding of how to attack this market, and I want to show you guys that really quickly. So they've identified both decentralized and centralized competitors. I'm just going to scroll through this area. It says here, decentralized competitors include Experty and BlockLancer. I've heard of BlockLancer. I've definitely heard of BlockLancer. didn't follow up on how they were doing or what type of headways they were making into the marketplace, but I'm definitely aware of BlockLancer. I'm not sure about Experty. The centralized competitors are Clarity, Fiverr, and Upwork. Many of us have definitely heard of Upwork. They're one of the biggest on the centralized side of the spectrum. What I also want to show you guys is the competitor commissions chart. So we're showing Fiverr being the highest at 20%, Upwork high as well, 20%, first 500, 10%. It kind of goes down from there. Over 10K, it's down to 5%. Clarity, 15%, BlockLancer 3%, and Vanywhere at 5%. Now, this is, to me, not even showing all of the costs, because you have costs attributed to the payment gateway as well that you're using on these platforms. Freelancers, they are very expensive. You know, I run a web development company, and I've in the past used freelancers a lot, and I'm telling you guys that method of going through an Upwork or Freelancer, Fiverr, I've never used Fiverr myself, but these things can become costly, and you look up and you spent 25% of the budget on fees, and it just doesn't make sense to use a service like those for really one-off things, like, you know, wanting to have an expert tell you the best restaurant in town, you know, or advice on fashion. Maybe you're at the mall and you want someone to give you some tips on fashion and coordinating some of your attire for the night. These types of one-off things aren't really possible at all with those centralized platforms, and I'm not seeing anyone right now doing it on the decentralized side as well. So I think Vanywhere is ripe for taking continual market share of this space. So I want to highlight that payment gateway fee comparison here. So with PayPal, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents. Same with Stripe. Square is even slightly lower. And Vanywhere, it's only going to be gas costs, which will vary a little bit, but on the QTUM blockchain, your gas cost is going to be, in most cases, sub-penny. So it's no comparison there. So again, I'm going to just go over the governance of the Vanywhere platform so you guys can kind of understand that. It says here, after filling out a profile application, it is up to the Vanywhere community to audit, review, and approve all skillers. A set number of community members will need to approve each skiller in order for their profile to become active. These community members will receive a rating based on the quality and quantity of skillers who they approve. In exchange for their participation, community members will be awarded with Veni tokens. So that's kind of how they set up it's a very decentralized manner in which new skillers are chosen. So that's great. It's not central, you know, it's not concentrated within Vanywhere. So another thing I wanted to highlight, and I thought it was important to convey to you guys, was the verticals in which Vanywhere initially started with. And so they've seen a lot of success with tech support, as I've stated earlier, with the Apple pilot program they did, but also fashion and cooking and travel are other verticals that they're seeing with their 1,000+ users. They're really seeing a lot of growth in those areas, and I want to show you guys the initial verticals. I'm going to show you in their white paper what their initial verticals were. So as you can see here, it says Vanywhere has identified some verticals to launch with, including software developers, tech support, cooking, travel, fitness, and stylists. Each vertical will be supported with a full marketing campaign to build brand awareness around the vertical, including original content pieces and PR to show the benefit of the vertical to the world. When I was talking to Ite on the phone, you know, he mentioned that he's seen a lot of success with the tech support and also stylist, the fashion vertical. And so these, I get so excited about projects like this where I'm seeing them actually in the wild and being used. Awesome idea. I hope they really grow, and I really think they're setting themselves up to grow, especially with the new investment by one of Singapore's largest training company, ShareLook. That's really going to just speed up the growth of Vanywhere. So again, very excited about the project. I want you guys to get over to Vanywhere.com and check it out. Check out the website, and if you are really interested, check out the app, available on Apple Store right now. They're working on the Google Android version as we speak. That should be ready very soon, so look out for that, all you Android users. That's pretty much it for today's review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and check this company out. You will hear more about them, I'm guaranteeing you. Great concept. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.